As the war between Russia and Ukraine continues to rage on, the European Union has decided to extend sanctions on Russia for another 6 months at a summit in Brussels. The sweeping sanctions by the bloc include the freezing of Russian central bank assets worth about $234 billion, which will remain in effect until early 2026.
At the same time, we are keeping up the pressure on Russia, and we have adopted 17 packages of sanctions. And the work to deliver a new one, powerful package, is well underway.
The EU's decision comes as a contingency plan over rising fears that Hungary, which has been a strong supporter of Russia, might not support the decision of the bloc to renew the economic sanctions. Now, Hungary's Prime Minister Viktor Orban took the decision at the 11th hour when the sanctions came up for renewal in January this year. A refusal by Hungary could, of course, land a severe blow to the leverage that the European Union holds over Russia. Meanwhile, Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky has called upon the European Union to support the sanctions. In a video address, Zelensky has urged the EU leaders to adopt the sanctions targeting Russia's oil trade, shadow tanker fleet, banks and military supply chains. In the midst of all this, Russia and Ukraine have also released some soldiers as part of the latest prisoners of war swap that was agreed during the peace talks in Istanbul earlier in the month. Now, both countries, however, did not mention the number of prisoners that were exchanged in the latest swap. Following the release, the Ukrainian soldiers, draped in the country's national flag, embraced their family, relatives and friends with tears of joy. According to Ukraine's coordination headquarters for the treatment of prisoners of war, a majority of the released soldiers were held captive for more than 3 years. Now, on the other hand, Russia said that another group of its soldiers have returned and are undergoing psychological treatment in Belarus. Now, the country's defense ministry posted a video of the released soldiers chanting "Russia, Russia, Russia." Now, on the battlefront, the Ukrainian army claimed that it had halted the Russian advances in the northeast border regions of Sumy. Now, the country's army chief claimed that the Russian offensive in Sumy had been choked off and the line of combat is now stabilized. Now, the army chief has also called for more fortifications in the region. Now, Ukraine's military intelligence has released a video footage of its drones striking Russia's air defense systems. In a video that was posted on Telegram, Ukraine claimed that its Ghosts unit had damaged critical and expensive components of Russia's S-400 Triumph air defense systems. And this includes 2 multifunctional and 2 detection radars. Now, the Ghosts unit is a specialized drone contingent part of the main Directorate of Intelligence of Ukraine's Defense Ministry. The drone unit is in fact known for conducting targeted drone strikes against Russian military infrastructure in occupied territories such as Crimea. Owing to its covert nature, information about the unit's structure or personnel is limited. However, the contingent's actions demonstrate a focus on high-impact and intelligence-driven operations. Though there is no information on the kind of drones that were used during the operation, images suggest that Kiev could have likely used the kamikaze drones to strike the Russian S-400 systems. Unlike other drones, the kamikaze are suicide drones which self-destruct when they come in contact with the target.